Ki Nonghikai hapok kalama jong ka North Eastern Hill University Teachers Association NEHU ta bat ka Meghalaya Tribal Teachers Association META haka Pratarik Naiwing kila kentu ya ke jingtuk larlem jong ular ke jela UCH Vijay Shankar ubadeiru Chief Rector jong ka skulbah NEHU baun yarap lemban pynkut no ya ki kenrum kenram ki badayai peteng hapok kani ke skulbah. Kani kalawan long hadin baka skulbah NEHU kalakang dampura namar ke jingeh ki syatngan baklemput daki samla pule balayalam daka North Eastern Hill University Students Union NEHU su bat bala kershan daka Khasi Students Union KSU NEHU unit. Halor ke jingpulom jong Vice Chancellor u Professor PS Shukla ban wengkam shisendon ya u registrar bat u Deputy Registrar halor ke jingkeno baka jingtung yaki kalong kababean. Haba keren sekilar patai kubor hadian ke jingelang, u Presiden ke NEHU ta u Profesor Lakhon Kema ulaong, ngilaya keren slam halor kimat balawan ra da ke NEHU su bat ke KSU NEHU unit, lani ki Association jong ki Nonghikai. Ngimpat poisya keno ke jingpen bet ya mentahi, henry ngis ngongu ya ke jing shim kia jong ulat kum u Chief Rector ke NEHU, namar ula pentikna hangi ba unshim ya barok kilat kilinti, kenang ban penpai biang ya ke jinglong jingman jong ke skulbah kumba ke dibenlong. Ulat ula ajimut yang ban wanra ya kijing ajimut ban pynkut no ya kini kijing ki bedang yai peteng. Kum tangin lek biang bat yakren bat ki Nonghikai kumju bat ka NEHU su kabalam kemat ha kini kijing ki shua bangin wan biang syaulat ong u Profesor Kema da ka babandram. Ngin sawan ra ya kijing ajimut ki badon kam halor kumno bangin la ban penbet ya kini kijing Ula penbena yang kum u Chief Rector ban shim ya kisin jam ki bakongsan. Ka jing sngokia ka bakong san jong u kalong baki kena jong ikim day ban syatngan kumne namar kalong ka basniu namar ka university ka day na ka benta jong ki bat lada kim don maki on don manuru ki bandon ki Vice Chancellor ki la ban lej banwan ki Nonghikai bat ki non teaching staff ki la ban lej banwan henry ka university ka day ban sa bat ka day ban long na ka benta ki samla pule. Ulat ula ino hangi ban ajingmun kata ningkong kumno ban pynkut no ya ke jing syatngan kenang baki samla pule kin la ban lej pai syala ki jong ki kelas bat ha kaju kapot ban wat ya kilat kilinti bakerki ban la ban weng no shua ya ki jing Ula penti kena ru ban ya keren bat baru ki no ya shim benta kentup ya ki samla pule ula benram. Wat la ketau Profesor Lakhon Kema ula ong baki samla pule ki long skembah ha ke nong rim ke baki yang bat ke deiru ka basyong nong rim. Haba penrem yang ke jinglong menti jong Vice Chancellor ula ong. Ngitip kumno ki samla pule kila poisya uni uput nadu bakila kerpat hiar syuki ya registrar bat Deputy Registrar bat menta bandawa weng sendon ya Vice Chancellor. Namar kila don hapedeng ke jingya ki syak tangan la saupu pra kenta Henry syam la le Ha ke jing shishala kumno ula day ban pen I kat to kat ni ke jing sokya na ke benta ki samla pule.
We had a very fruitful discussion. Indeed, we are very happy both from NEHU as well as the META that he have the same sense of feeling like we are having, looking at our kids who are under the hunger strike, and I think as a father he expressed his deepest sense of sadness, like we all, and he is taking this issue very, very seriously. And we had a long discussion on each and every issue that has culminated to this agitation that is led by NEHU and KSU NEHU unit, and of course NEHU and META, we are supporting them. I think Governor is aware because he has been reading newspapers and media reports on daily basis that has come out for last several days, and we have had a point-wise discussion on each and every issue. Of course, it's just the first meeting. We didn't arrive at any solution per se, but I think we appreciated the seriousness that the governor has as a chief rector of NEHU, and he will do all necessary possible measures that he will take in order to restore normalcy. So he has indeed he has advised us to come with the suggestions to end this agitation, the solutions which we will go back and discuss with our members, and also of course we have to interact with NEHU who is leading the agitation. So we will come back, and he has given us a free you can say a free pass here, that whenever we feel like coming we should come, and he will be out. I think he is coming back by 12. So we in the meantime will be preparing what all solutions that we need to take because there are so many problems that you all know that has led to this agitation. So we will come with our own suggestion and how best we can resolve all the issues. And that much at least he has assured us that he will do everything possible as a chief rector to, and his main concern, like all of us, was that kids should not go like this. No, they are on hunger strike. It's so sad because ultimately university is meant for them. If they are not there, we teachers are not there, nobody is there. People may come and go, VCs may come and go, teachers may come and go, non-teaching staff may come and go, but the university must stay, and it must stay for the student community of this beautiful state of Meghalaya, and of course the entire region, and of course the whole country as such. So I think we had a very, and we are very happy because we, for a change, we have seen that there is somebody occupying this governor's chair who seems to be very compassionate about how things are going, and he, as a chief rector, is taking it very, very seriously because we all know this vice chancellor has not shown any sign of, you know, the empathy as such, and he showed total lack of the concern for the students who are agitating, who are on hunger strike now. It is almost 4 days now. But this governor, at least we are happy to see that he is totally different from at least the vice chancellor. That much we can say. And I think we have come out with a positive note, and he has told us to prepare whatever we want to suggest to improve the things. So we will go back and discuss with our associations, and of course also with the students, to see how best we can, you know, because we are all concerned. Their health is getting deteriorated day by day. 3 of them has been hospitalized, and after this we are going to civil hospital to see them if they are still around in the hospital. But then we are concerned. Yeah. So we are concerned that many more may fall sick, may fall weak, and weak. And I think it is a concern for all of us to see that, because their health is our prime concern right now. And how best we will arrive at a solution, of course, needs to be discussed among ourselves, and of course now we have to convey to the students. Given any such grievances per se about what he should do, that is not what we came here for. Because what will actually please the student, we all know. However, we have not discussed about any modality as such, that what all should be done immediately. Rather, he has left it to us to suggest that as teachers, what will be the best solution. First, of course, to naturally end the hunger strike so that students go back to their classes. At the same time, you have to look at both the short-term solutions and of course the long-term solutions. And there needs to be multiple interactions with his office, and he has said that the governor's secretariat is open for any suggestion that you will bring. And I think he has also assured that he will talk to everyone, all stakeholders, including the students who are agitating here. He will have a dialogue, and finally probably will have a joint dialogue with them sitting across the table. And that's what is his strategy per se as far as finding a solution is concerned. But for us, we have not come here to say do this, do that. No, that was not our intention. Our intention was to apprise him about the seriousness of the situation in NEHU, and I think we have been successful in doing that. And he has been very, very patient as far as the grievances are concerned, and he knew exactly what is going on in NEHU. And I think it's a good sign for all of us as stakeholders of the university, that at least you have a governor who seems to be deeply concerned with the matters of NEHU. There has been governors in this occupying this building who have not been very, very concerned with NEHU, but this particular governor seems to be different, and I hope it really translates into some meaningful solutions to end this impasse that we have in NEHU. He didn't come here asking to do this or to do that, but we know students are very firm, and it's justified, because see, we have to understand how student has arrived at, from asking the registrar and deputy registrar to step down, then now asking for the VC to step down. Why? Because they have been on hunger strike for more than 48 hours, and he did nothing. Why I say he did nothing? Because at least he should have shown some sense of caring about the students. Now you are the head of the institute, and under you, right outside your office, people are on hunger strike. Young kids who are like my kids, your kids and his kids. They are on hunger strike. When they have brought the grievances, he should have immediately reacted. Because he didn't react, Because see, you can't say that there is complaint and people are doing hunger strike, I will do nothing. That's had been the attitude, and that's precisely the problem. Why this Vice Chancellor is in deep shit, I should say, is simply because of the fact that he has always been like this. He never assessed the gravity of situation. If anybody who has a little sensible mind, if people are agitating, I think at the very instance that are agitating, he would have been reactive. He would have constituted whatever he thinks deems fit to address to the concern of students. Because he didn't address the concern of the students, naturally students said, see, we are on hunger strike here for more than 2-3 days, and you did nothing on your end, because these allegations against the registrar and deputy registrars are not vague. We all know as teachers, and we are the observers there on day in and day out. We know exactly what this registrar and the deputy registrar has done. They are incapable. There's no doubt about it. They are incompetent. Yet he didn't do anything to address the concern of the students and teachers. Naturally, if I was leading this agitation, probably I would have done the same thing. If I'm there on hunger strike, my whole EC is on hunger strike, and you do nothing to come and say that, okay, I will, start looking into your grievances, naturally I'll ask that you step down, maybe you are not fit. Maybe it's because of you that whole thing is problematic.
In response to your query, whether VC can be removed or demand to be removed, if Vice Chancellor on moral ground wishes to resign or step down, he should step down. But to be removed procedurally, there has to be a visitorial inquiry against his omissions and commission. And visitorial inquiry here means the President of India is the appointing authority of Vice Chancellor. That is Central University Vice Chancellor. Therefore, if the inquiry committee outcome is adversely against him, then the President of India, that is the visitor of our university, can remove him.
I think, see, firstly, he has missed the bus. Let's put it that way. Otherwise, student would have not been on hunger strike for 4 days. And this is precisely where we said that, if this person is insensitive, naturally, he should have been more careful that, what will he inquire? You appointed the registrar as chairman of the selection committee. You appointed the deputy registrar as chairman of the selection committee. Whom you are inquiring and what you are going to inquire? Indeed, if at all, like Professor Mao said, you want to have a fair inquiry, then you resign or you go on leave. Then there can be an independent inquiry. How can the person who appointed can constitute a committee to inquire in his own selection of these people whom we are now raising all sort of doubts because they are incompetent? And that's where I said that he is now haphazardly acting because he has no guidance whatsoever, no experience. So naturally, probably he has never foreseen this kind of agitation, and he is now at a loss because of his delay tactics and his conduct as a vice chancellor, not to take stakeholders with him, not to take the advice of senior professors who are in NEHU for last 25, 30, 35 years.
The stalemate is prolonging. This is what we want to resolve, but Vice Chancellor is standing in the way of resolving and bringing any solution. He should straight away accept the basic demands of the students. He is not accepting it, and this denialism is going to lead the university to an utter unpredictable situation for which he will be wholly and solely responsible. He is insulting whole of Meghalaya. He is insulting, humiliating the whole of Northeast. Whole of the NEHU fraternity is feeling humiliated, insulted by his nonchalant, ignorant, arrogant attitude, which needs to be corrected by some interventions. God knows from where this intervention will come, but it has to come.
That was really unnecessary. I think, when you are agitating, even if they have an issue, which they started much before agitation started, I think the timing was wrong. When students are agitating, even we as teachers, if I may have as an association a different view, but right now I'm not going to express my view because students are agitating. Ideally, I would have expected, we want support across party line, by the way. We want everyone, every Meghalayan, whether you are from this party, that party, you please come and support the student. Don't come and just burst into VC's office. That is not unnecessary. Because right now it is a matter, because they feel very, very offended yesterday, and I feel what they have felt. Because they are on hunger strike and somebody comes from nowhere to go and meet the VC and come out with solution. They may have submitted a list of solution, but the list of the problem. But that problem doesn't exist anymore as such. Now the problem is different, which these students are talking. Now you should actually, I would have expected that whoever comes to NEHU now, whether they are from NGOs, whether they are from political parties, across party line, they should come and express their sympathy for the students. Talk to their leadership. What do they want? If they say we want this, then that's it. You cannot say no, you want this, but I want something else. I will go and talk now, negotiate. No. If that be the case, Nehuta would have negotiated with him long time ago because he has offered her all sorts of things. We don't want to. Because now, right now, our concern is we must first please the students. They should be satisfied. I'm not on hunger strike. They are on hunger strike. Let's not forget that. And that's why I'm saying, whoever comes to NEHU, please be mindful of that. That you come here to express your solidarity with the students first. You see their condition. I feel like crying whenever I saw them. They are lying, or like young kids, boys and girls there. They have been fasting for the last 3-4 days. It's not a joke. Naturally, they got agitated when they saw somebody coming and going and talking to the VC when nobody is interested to listen to him right now. And he is a person who has created this problem. No point of negotiating on any. See, for us, these are flimsy issue now. Pro VC, that is flimsy issue. Right now, issue is you have shown that you don't care about NEHU. You don't care about NEHU students. You don't care about Meghalaya. You don't care about any community that resides in Meghalaya. He can come to the press club and give 20-30 minutes of your press conference coming to press club. Just 2 steps outside his office, he never came to say to students, how are you doing? Can you tell me, have you heard about this? In any institute across the country, even go to an African country, you will not see this. That a VC looking at students outside his window from his office who are on hunger strike didn't even bother to say, how are you doing? That is the level of, and I feel so bad because we belong to a community where for us, human life matters more than anything else. Everything else is secondary. VCs will come and go, professors will come and retire, but the students will be there. Today they are the ones, tomorrow somebody else will come. University has to stay where it belongs, and for that matter, he is the one who has spoiled the whole atmosphere. And I'm sure he will never, I don't think he is such a thick skin that he will not relinquish his chair. What student will do, that is up to the students. But I feel very, very sad to see that a vice chancellor of this kind of attitude is here in NEHU. Had it been in any other place, believe me friends, if in any other state in the Northeast, if he was doing the same thing, you know what would have been the outcome. Thankfully, he is on a peaceful state like Meghalaya. But don't test the patience of students, don't test the patience of Meghalayans. I mean, things can erupt, provided, if he doesn't really act fast, I foresee that things might erupt badly. Nobody else to be blamed except the Vice Chancellor. And he will be solely responsible for anything wrong that happens. And if by chance, God forbid, any of these guys loses their life because of hunger strike, I'm telling you, this is going to be I don't know what will happen. I can't even imagine. And hence, if he's listening to this, it's his duty to act. He cannot remain a silent spectator because now the ball is in his court. Yes, as of now, yes. As of now, because students have asked for it, as long as they're asking, we are there with them. Unless they change their mind, if we are able to reach to a certain kind of discussion, whereby, we can convince or they feel that it is okay to do it otherwise. For now, it stays. It stays because we have not seen, frankly speaking, I have not seen any correspondence from the Vice Chancellor to any stakeholders that come Nehuta, we want to talk. Come Nihunsa, we want to talk. Come Nihusu. I have not seen. He only yesterday released a sort of statement to say that we will be conducting EC today and please call off. You don't call off agitation when you have gone to that extent. The agitation is of that caliber. I don't think such flimsy actions is going to deter the students. And I'm sure right now, nobody is trusting him. Neither me as President Nehuta, neither Mehta, neither Nihusu, neither Nihunsa. Nobody is trusting his integrity as a Vice Chancellor. The best thing would be he steps down and goes quietly. Everything will be settled. But then, if he has to be removed, then rightly said, it is easier said than done. We all understand that. But if student wants, if you can have agitation in AMU, in JNU, in Bangladesh, in Calcutta during this recent incident that has happened, I think when student agitates anybody has to budge. They have to react. They have to do whatever they can in order to pacify the students. I believe the strength of students cannot be undermined, and we are all with them in this issue.
See, the current situation is evolving. It is evolving by the hour. From the perspective of teachers, we don't want to prolong this because our students are really in a real bad situation where they're fasting in the we know that a few of them are in hospital. But when I say that today's meeting with the governor has been very positive, and one thing what he's asking us to do is to be mediators. He's suggesting that he will invite all of us, both from the government side, the Minister of Education, the Chief Secretary, and also the NEHU administration, that includes the Vice Chancellor, as well as the other opponents, the stakeholders like the Teachers Association and the Student Association, and Meta and Neuta. So we don't know what will be the outcome, but what he wants is to address the charges that were made on a one-to-one, point-to-point basis. We hope that when we face, instead of just narrating the entire issues on the press, we will be facing one another, and probably if we come down to that, we can't give any prediction how it will go. It might go south, it might go north. But one thing, at least the matter will be precipitated in the governor's office. And so to that extent, we thank the governor for...
But when will it be that?
No, he said he is available, but he'll
come back on 12th.
On the 12th.
He's leaving tomorrow.
So he knows the gravity of the situation, that you can't prolong. Because he also is with a lot of concern and empathy for the student. He doesn't want them to continue with the strike. That was his message for us to convey. But I would agree with my colleague here that the students have their own decision, and we are only playing the mediating role.